With the latest in the DC Extended Universe, Justice League, I thought it would be smart to look back at the beginning.
The red capes are coming.
No. No.
The red capes are coming.
No. No, not that. No. No. I'll get to you someday. I'm talking about Man of Steel.
You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
Man of Steel is a 2013 film directed by Zack Snyder that opened to mixed reviews. Personally, I can see the flaws but respect its strengths. It tries to do something new with the character of Superman. The soundtrack is amazing, and Michael Shannon is ridiculous in a good way in this movie.
I will find him!
But the strengths don't outweigh the weaknesses here. I also think there's one person who ruins not just this movie, but Superman in his entirety. Jonathan Kent is a bad dad and single-handedly ruins Superman. When the trailers for this movie came out, I was so pumped. Going in, there was nothing that would lead me to believe this movie would be as bad as it was, until he showed up. The trailers made you believe that Paul Kent would be the loving father you'd expect to see in a Superman movie. Some moments even gave you feels like this one.
Can I just keep pretending I'm your son?
You are my son.
But Superman is a bad character. And the main problem of this characterization, I say, stems from the father figures in his life. You have one father telling Superman he's the bridge between two worlds, but he's basically a ghost, and another telling him to stay hidden out of fear of rejection. Jonathan Kent is terrible, because he doesn't give our hero the clear direction that he needs to be a hero. And he doesn't echo the goodness of Superman we've seen on the big screen before. The Jonathan Kent in the Richard Donner movie isn't as controlling or overprotective. He empowers our hero to believe his abilities are meant for more. The Jonathan Kent in Man of Steel never really says or expands upon what he wants Clark to be. In some scenes, he's telling Clark that he's going to change the world, but isn't clear about when he should, inserting that Clark must wait for people to be ready instead of him becoming the person he's meant to be. Even the Paul Kent in the animated series was proud to know his son was being Superman on the side. I think this honestly speaks to the confusion you see in Clark. You see, Superman is altruistic by nature and truly is compassionate. Superman tries to become that in this movie and is stopped by what was instilled in him by his father. Jonathan Kent is either undecisive at best or completely overbearing at worst. We even see this echoed in Batman vs. Superman. His monologue essentially comes down to one thing in my mind: being a hero sucks. Like, why is this character even here? What are you even doing with these rocks, man? Does Superman have the power to see ghosts? I firmly believe you fix Superman by fixing Jonathan Kent. I mean, think about it. How much better would the character of Superman have been had we seen an internal wrestling in his father, dealing with letting his son go and being the hero he was meant to be? Take the tornado scene, for instance. Instead of him dying for no reason, it instead becomes a moment for them to look at each other, and we see John let go of his son and let him step into being the hero he's supposed to be, even if it's just to save the dog. And then years later, he dies of a heart attack, so that Superman learns the lesson that he's supposed to learn.
All those things I can do. All those powers. And I couldn't even save him.
We instantly feel more for Clark because this humanizes him. And now we see that even though he can't save everyone, he's never going to stop trying. Man of Steel honestly should have been a father-son story. And it would have been perfect grounds for a Batman and Superman sequel because you wouldn't have had a character who's confused but informed by the movie before it. But let me know if you agree or not. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe for future content.